everyone, and welcome to my very first book review on video. Today I will be doing a review on Divergent by Veronica Roth.
I had a day lasted a week, a year, a year, some months, a child more than just one day. And when I thought about it, I decided when I tried it, I could make time go away. But you can't rewind.
I was really excited about this book when I first heard about it. I just finished The Hunger Games, which was amazing, like everybody probably already knows. And I was really searching for the next book that would give me that same thrill, possibly as well in a dystopian world, and just something that would really, again, excite me and be a page turner and just, be so exciting and full of adventures and everything like that. So then I searched the web and I saw that Divergent was somewhat similar of the Hunger Games, and that really excited me. So let's find out what this book is about. 16-year-old Tris is forced to make a terrible choice. In a divided society where everyone must conform, Tris does not fit. So she ventures out alone, determined to discover where she truly belongs. Shocked by her brutal new life, Tris can trust no one. And yet she is drawn to a boy who seems to both threaten and protect her. The hardest choice lies ahead. Wow, sounds pretty exciting, right? So basically this book is set in Chicago in a dystopian society which is divided into 5 factions. These factions are Abnegation, Candor, Erudite, Amity, and Dauntless. And each of these factions have their own attributes, such as Abnegation values selflessness, Candor values honesty, Erudite values knowledge, Amity values peacefulness, and Dauntless values bravery. When the children in this society turn 16 years old, they need to take an aptitude test to determine to which faction they belong to. These children can either decide to stay in their own faction, or they can decide to switch to the faction they believe they fit into. Beatrix Pryor, the heroine, and Caleb, her brother, are 16 years old and they're going to take this aptitude test. Beatrix Pryor finds out that her test is inconclusive, that she belongs to Erudite, Abnegation, and Dauntless, meaning she's Divergent. Basically, Divergent means not a good thing. It's a threat to the society, apparently, and it's very dangerous to reveal yourself as a Divergent. So Beatrix needs to keep on the down low and make sure not to expose herself. So let's talk about the characters of this book. Let's start with the main character, Beatrix Pryor. I really like Beatrix Pryor. She's a great heroine. She's very individual, she's strong, determined, and she's not a coward. She's very fragile looking and small, and everybody probably thinks of her as she's not capable of doing a lot of things. She's not brave at all, she's not independent at all, but she really, really turns some heads around, and she really, really, basically makes everyone very shocked of what she's capable of and what she can do. Another character I would like to talk about is Caleb, Beatrix's brother. He is very surprising. In the first part of the book, you wouldn't suspect something of him. You think he's a typical abnegation, selflessness guy, and, there's not very much excitement to him. But that really does change in the book. He does really seem to surprise the readers, and he, changes a lot in character. Another character I would like to talk about is Tori. Tori was also crazy cool. She was the examiner of Beatrix during the aptitude test, and she basically finds out that Beatrix is a Divergent. And throughout this book, she helps Beatrix deal with this and also help her prevent from exposing herself, of being a Divergent, which apparently is a big taboo in the society. I really also loved Christina, Al, and, any other character that Beatrix had to deal with. Peter, the bad guy, the bad boy of this book, oh, he was horrible, he was very, very, very rough, but it made the book even more exciting and crazy and a real page turner. Of course, another character I would like to talk about is Four. Four was really interesting at first. I wasn't sure what to expect from him because I had read some reviews about him, and some people really loved him, but I also read one review where people were kind of annoyed by him. But I actually turned out to really like this guy, and his relationship that he has with Beatrix is really cool. And throughout the book, you're just hoping that something will happen, and if something will happen, you'll have to read and find out. So let's move on with what I really liked about this book. I really like the cover of this book. I really like the colors that they use. The character Beatrix is on the front page on the cover, and also the 3 crows, which you will find out what exactly that signifies. Very nice. And yeah, I really liked it, and I chose a paperback so it's easy to read, and it's just, yeah, very nice. Also, what I really like about this book is that it was a very quick read. It's only 487 pages, if I'm correct, and the spacing basically and the letter type is, pretty good. It's not too big, not too small, and the spacing is fine. So it really is a quick read. It's really nice. Further, what I really liked about this book is that it was written in first person. I really love books which are written in first person because you really get to grasp the idea of what the protagonist is dealing with. Emotion-wise, what they're feeling, what their thoughts are, their concerns, and their opinions. I really enjoy reading it in that kind of sense. Also, what I really enjoyed about this book is that it immediately starts very exciting. It starts immediately with the aptitude test, where Beatrix finds out she's divergent. And, the mixed emotions she has to deal with by being a divergent person. Also, I really loved the plot of this book. It was very diverse. Each setting was very different, and each point of the book was just so exciting. At every end of the chapter, you could not put the book down, and you just wanted to know, and you wanted to find out what happens next. So really good job to that, Veronica Roth. Also, what I really enjoyed from this book were the characters. The characters were so funny, just amusing, and the characters were very cool and yeah, enjoyable. So let's talk about the disappointments of this book. There aren't too many, but there are a few. What a disappointment was for me was that we never really got to find out exactly what happened to the world or what happened to Chicago that made it be this kind of society and made it form into 5 factions. I didn't really grasp the idea of how that happened, and also why 5 factions and why these 5 factions. They say that it contributes to society, it makes it more stable, it helps it, keep it strong. And it's supposed to also work in the favor for the people so they can be at their best capabilities. But then again, I don't see why we need these 5 factions. Why bravery? Why the selflessness? It didn't really, make very much sense to me. Also, what I was very disappointed about was that they didn't really show the history of these factions. For example, like how they got formed, and again, why they got formed. Also, another thing which I found kind of confusing to grasp on was that I found it quite unrealistic that there were these 5 factions. Human beings aren't really built to conform to just one type of attribute, such as selflessness or bravery. I think humans have flaws, and there's definitely something, that they will rebel against. I just don't see how the society would work or be stable. In my eyes, I would see there would be rebellions after rebellions, but that's also the nice thing about this book. You can just imagine things and think about how the world could be completely different, and yeah, just expand your imagination in that sense. So guys, in the end, I would like to give Divergent a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed this book. It was very exciting, thrilling, the characters were awesome, the plot was non-stop, up and down, crazy cool. It was like a roller coaster. And the ending was very exciting. You just want to know what happens in the next book called Insurgent, which comes out in, I think, 8 days. So really read this book before the second book comes out. I would really like to recommend this to you all. Everyone that read The Hunger Games, I am sure you're going to love Divergent. Thank you very much for watching this review, and see you next time. Bye!
A week, a year, a months, a child more than just one day.